towards the release of V2 of our product, which will kick off with the Saints spring season this spring. So, Jason, you want to take it from there?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Brad. Bleachr is truly the one custom team app that you need. Today we're going to talk about the 3 layers of functionality that help us pull that off. The first one is interactive content. We provide a beautiful and rich display of your content that fans can interact with 24/7. Next, we provide unique game day utilities that just work and don't require a lot of setup. And finally, we have our custom fan engine. This helps turn your fans from consumers of your content to participants in the action. Now, we realize some organizations would utilize this right out of the box, and you can. It's a white label solution you can brand and have in the App Store very quickly. Other organizations already have mobile apps, and you can use our SDK and basically take any layer of our functionality and bake it into your current mobile app.
So Bleachr provides your team with basically everything your typical sports app would have as far as content, news, roster, stats, scores, game summaries, and more. But you aggregate your social feeds in. The most important part is that we create this integrated commenting and liking system around all of your content, basically making your app the social home for all of your fans.
Our game day utility will integrate with your current ticketing solution. We also provide general info and wayfinding that's crowdsourced by the fans. And here's kind of where it gets fun. One of our unique utilities, in-seat ordering. You can have an in-seat ordering platform up and running in less than an hour. Fans can order food, beverages, merchandise directly to their seat using credit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, or even loyalty points. You might say, well, how are you going to pull that off on the fulfillment side? The Companion Runner app is kind of the Uber of concession delivery. It bundles orders together and then tells the runner what route to take to make it the most efficient and fast process. We piloted this program with the St. Paul Saints last year, and the results were amazing. It showed that fans really want this convenience, as well as how easy it was to pull off.
And while there are apps out there that do what we previously mentioned, none of them actually combine content, utility, and fan engagement into this one app, which is exactly what we do, making it the perfect in-stadium fan engagement experience. So we got a video for you that just takes a look at our special sauce, our fan engine.
Bleachr is not only an app, but also a social experience that we believe will change the face of game days. With a few simple clicks, we are able to set up our patented GPS ring fence for any stadium in the country to give fans inside the stadium a truly unique experience. Bleachr tracks a fan's location, so when they pass through our GPS ring fence and into the stadium, they are welcome to the game. Inside the stadium, we immediately connect users and put a face to the fan with their custom fan profile. Bleachr becomes a companion to game action. Through our admin module, fan challenges and trivia can be planned ahead of time or initiated in the moment so content nudges are relevant to the action. We are providing the fan with moment-by-moment interactions and creating a game within the game. Fan challenges and trivia are crucial to the gaming and social aspect of Bleachr. Fans accumulate points for virtually every action they complete and are competing with other fans in the stadium. Fans also have the ability to post photos, video, and text into the fan stream to share their thoughts and banter. The fan stream provides a dynamic social experience where fan challenges, trivia, and posts accumulate. Since we know many NFL stadiums have poor network and Wi-Fi availability, we created our patent-pending mesh technology that allows fans to share their content without even needing to connect to the internet. With every interaction, fans are competing against each other for cash, prizes, and notoriety when they become a top superfan. Another key is gathering fan data through our admin module. We can give you names, emails, ages, genders, zip codes, and more fans in attendance, making this a perfect marketing tool. Teams get more than fan engagement, they also get a fan experience unique to fans at the game and are able to reward their most engaged fans. We are based in Minneapolis and ready to change the face of game days.
All right, I'm going to geek out on you for one quick minute and go deep into the technology that helps us pull this off. You saw the video mention this. This is a really key piece of the technology that helps us do this, the GPS ring fence. So fans, as soon as they come into the stadium, They're welcomed. They can log in using any social platform such as Facebook, and they're immediately connected. So they don't need any hardware. You don't need any special setup for that to happen. We can literally do that for any stadium in less than a minute. Secondly, I don't know if you caught this or not, but we realize your network connectivity can often is lacking within the stadiums. They're getting better, but they're still behind. And so our patented meshing technology allows fans to interact without even the need for an internet connection in stadium.
So fan challenges, trivias, our super fans, it all helps establish notoriety in a crowd of thousands for every fan at the game. These are actual posts from our fan stream with our launch season with the St. Paul Saints. And with our fan engine, what we do is spur these micro moments in sync with the game to take your fans from purely spectators to actual participants. Say, for example, Vinny DeFazio hits a go-ahead home run during the game. You can actually prompt your fans with trivia or challenges in that moment that actually relate to that exact play. On top of that, fans can actually continue the banter, not just with their friends sitting next to them, not just with the fan in the fan stream, but with any fan in the entire stadium through our Bleachr messaging platform.
Fans earn points for all these social interactions in the app. And additionally, we can roll in any existing point platform that you might have from a loyalty standpoint. And importantly, we've developed what we call a loyalty bucks program, which converts those points into an in-stadium usable, redeemable currency from within the app. So they begin to have real value for the fans. And we've developed it in such a way that it doesn't require any heavy integration with your existing POS systems, because there can be multiple POS systems within even one venue, whether it be concession POS and game store POS, for example. So this, like our in-stadium order functionality, can be up and running very quickly and adds tremendous value to your loyalty program.
So you might say, well, that's great for the fans, but what's in it for us as teams? I don't know if you caught this in the video, but we provide you with very rich fan data. We know that you know who buys the tickets, but maybe not who comes to the game. We provide names, address, email address, even interests, as well as buying habits, what they buy and when they buy while at the stadium.
When it comes down to it, Bleachr can make you money. Sponsorship opportunities, just like any app. You can sponsor the app, you can sponsor a game, but what's really unique about Bleachr is being able to sponsor a fan challenge. For example, with the St. Paul Saints, we had Kinky Cocktails sponsored the Kiss Cam. Coors Light had a 6th inning cheers. We had Spire Credit Union that did the Kids Cam. Any fan challenge can be sponsored, and those are literally limitless. On top of that, we have buying opportunities. Let's say a player has a huge play, home run, slam dunk, scores a goal. You can issue out a buying opportunity in sync with that moment that is just related to that fan. Maybe their jersey's 30% off for 20 minutes, but it's just building on top of those micro moments with more buying and purchasing opportunities.
So there you have it. That is a summary of Bleachr, and hopefully you understand the comprehensive nature of it. It is fan engagement, content utility, and in-stadium functionality that we think is very unique. And it's built for teams and fueled by fans, as we like to say.
Very cool.
Questions?
Yeah. Do you have to put up like beacons or anything like that around the stadium or any of those types of things?
Nope, no hardware is needed. And that's kind of that unique GPS fence side of it, that you don't need any hardware. We can literally have it up and running in a couple minutes for you.
Can you do seat upgrades and some of those type of things that are coming into the marketplace?
Yep, so seat upgrades isn't something that's currently on the platform, but it is in our roadmap. So they could easily provide those opportunities before the game or as the game's starting.
What about merchandise?
Yes, I mean, merchandise is something that we have done with respect to the in-seat ordering, for example. That's how we've carried out merchandise.
As well as those loyalty points,
Yeah.
we do have a companion app that we're developing right now that'll be a scanner that can go at like the team store, so I can buy gear with my loyalty points through the application.
Do you have any statistics on use of apps? That seems to be a big issue. On who actually downloads the apps?
Yeah, we know that approximately 10% of those on the app were actually making posts, and they were actually fairly heavily involved, making 4 to 5 primary posts into the fan stream during the game. And then we know that a whole bunch more are actually, utilizing the app in other ways. The total interactions per fan was like 3 to 4 times that figure, meaning they were participating in trivia, they were commenting, they were liking up or down, that sort of thing. So, it was very heavily used. Now this season we've taken it to a whole new level because last year it was strictly an in-stadium application. So what we've been doing since is everything you've seen here, which is what we'll be launching with this season, which is wrapping that in-stadium functionality into the full content app of the team. And we think that will drive usership up considerably because it'll have ticketing in it, it'll have all the utility stuff that we went through.
I've seen some systems where some people can take photos and then they post like on the scoreboard or anything like that.
Yep.
Facebook
So
or how did that work?
So our system is somewhat the opposite of Tagboard, for example, which is aggregating from the cyber ether, if you will, and pulling them in. We're making the fan stream the dedicated source within the stadium for posts, and then we allow fans to share out simultaneously to posting within the stadium. So you post to the stadium, and if you wish to, you can simultaneously just click Twitter and click Facebook, and it immediately goes there as well. But because we're posting within the fan stream in the stadium, then the admin module, which we showed there, allows the admin, intern, if you will, to grab whatever feeds or posts from the feed he wishes, and we can integrate that to the big board.
Aside from just in-venue engagement, is there a way for fans at home who are potentially watching a game to engage in this as well?
Yeah, so that's part of that first interactive content side, that all content that you're producing as a team, as opposed to just distributing that content, they can interact with it and have a conversation with it. So there's commenting, liking, all that around the content. So that side. Now, we have talked a lot about, do teams want to interact with, put out challenges or trivia to people at home? And that's something that seems like it's a more team-by-team basis. Teams we've talked to, some teams really want a unique experience in the park that they're trying to provide, and others more would like that to go out elsewhere. And so the plan is to open that up depending on the team as more of a setting.
Is there any way to mitigate against, say you do something you sit down with the team, they understand who their sponsors are, a sponsor who's basically trying to ambush or guerrilla the area comes in and starts posting all these tweets and kind of hijacking a lot of the conversation that's going on? Is there ways that you can turn those off, or you just kind of let the conversation go on?
that's their Apple and Google are both pretty strict about us having flagging mechanisms in place. So we can remove a user, we can block a user, fans can report a user. There's all kinds of different mechanisms we have on our side to get rid of that, or as well as a team. So if they see someone hijacking the conversation, we can do that. We had that early on when you start talking about points that are redeemable, right? You have to deal with people gaming the system.
Right.
So similarly, early on, it's like if someone's just doing the same post over and over again, we had to adjust our mechanics, but also we could kind of freeze that user and message them saying, this isn't, you're abusing the system at this
Right.
point. Yeah.
And kind of to my comment before, once the event starts, or even the pre-event, if you will, because we can set up a pre-event before the main event and even have a different size ring fence for the pre-event. For example, pre-event could include a tailgating area, and then the event itself could be just the stadium.
Right.
But because we're taking the conversation from within and going out to the extent you choose to, we can really control everything that's in the fan stream. So you're not getting the noise from out in cyberspace. It's controlled from within and then shared out.
Right.
It's the opposite of kind
And
of.
so also, like the current teams, like if they wanted to integrate all of their current sponsors into this app, you'd be able to build out
Right.
where the Bank of America ATMs are, where the Coors beer stands are, where
Yeah.
anything's going to be that they want to drive traffic to.
Yeah, and one that was super fun, and we have currently with the Evansville Icemen right now, and they had a sponsorship, I think it was the Ford Center, so they couldn't have any other sponsorships for any truck companies anywhere in the facility,
Right.
except for, not mentioned in the contract, was on the phone. So they had a bunch of Chevy ads running through the phone because that's how they reached those fans, and it opened up a hole in their door.
Okay. Very cool.
We have time. Just wanted to know, like, your pricing model, what is it to get started with you guys?
Well, we'd ask you to get in touch with us after this. It depends on the size of the team, and there's so many modules here. It's not, just, there's the fan stream module, there's the in-seat delivery module, there's the, you know, the loyalty program.
Module then? Is that how?
Yeah, it's a layered.
You want to push or activate, so to speak?
It's either or. I mean, you can do the kind of a la carte, or there is kind of a full solution. So yeah, and we can talk pricing models as far as it really depends on different market sizes.
Other questions?
One last quick question, and
Yeah.
so when you guys go after, say, teams, are you more targeting individual teams, or are you looking to do with conferences or leagues or sanctioning bodies or anything larger?
It's a good question. We can do either or, certainly. Our focus to date has been more at the team level.
Right.
But as Jason mentioned, with the SDK approach, if you will, I mean, many leagues have, you know, NASCAR has an app, for example. So we would be integrating an SDK for specific pieces of our functionality into a league app to the extent the league already has one. So
Right.
it's two approaches for depending on, you know, the appropriate use case.
Right. Okay. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.